So if you use Distrokid or Tunecore or a lot of the other music distributors to upload your music, you have likely seen in recent months them add this new checkbox whenever you are uploading music to their service. And it says, I quote, "I won't use promo services," end quotes, that claim to get streams even if they claim organic and real. Now, here is where it gets absurd. 100% of these services use fake stream bots easily detectable by streaming services. Spotify will likely remove your music, withhold royalties, fine you, and ban you from their service when they detect it. Save yourself the headache. Now, I don't know what high school intern they allowed to write this checkbox on their website, but quite clearly one of the most absurd statements they can make. And no, it's not just because we have a promo service, we do playlisting, all that stuff. It's absurd because it is logically inept. Now, one of the reasons why Spotify wanted this in their writings is because Spotify has a new tool called Showcase. Showcase is their tool that they just rolled out to get more advertising revenue for their platform. So they used to have Marquee. I mean, they still have Marquee. They have some things with their discovery mode where they take a percentage of royalties from artists. So they're trying new ways to get more revenue for Spotify, and Showcase is one of these. The problem with Showcase is that, well, there's pros and cons of Showcase. So we spent over $500 testing out Showcase. There's pros, which is it's very easy to set up. The cons is also the pro. It's too easy to set up. When you're running ads, you want there to be some variation in the ads so that good ads get better results and bad ads get worse results. With Marquee, the only fluctuations you really have is the song itself in the countries you can choose. And you can choose between albums and singles, but that's about it. Like you can't come up with your own headline. You can't come up with your own creative. The only creative in this is the song. Like you can't have a video type ad or something like that, where if you make a great ad, you get less cost per click, which is what you actually want whenever you're spending a lot of money. So some of the results from the showcase that we'll show you here. So we did United States targeting, and this was actually when we did an ad whenever they had like 10% off with their showcase. This was in December of 2023. We did this ad, and they were doing this. This was pretty new, so they had 10% off. So got 128 listeners at 3.93 streams per listener. So that's about 128 times 3.93. And like I said, it was 10% off. So in comparison to like a promo package from us, our stream range for that price would be about 500 to 5,000 streams. So this would get on the very low end of that range. Additionally, other countries such as UK cost about 10% more, and then countries like Argentina or Mexico or Brazil, they'll be less than the United States, but still nowhere near what they would be on Facebook and Instagram ads. So if I show you this here, like the targeting countries, so you have Finland, you have Argentina, Australia, Bolivia, all these. The only one where the cost per click is even anywhere remotely close to Facebook and Instagram ads is going to be Argentina. So we pick Argentina, and we'll show you the cost per click over here on the right side. Cost per click says 7 cents per click. And like I said, there's no way to really change this cost per click. It's a set number. But if I go to Mexico, for instance, why Mexico is 4 times as much as Argentina, who knows? So there's no reason for Mexico to be 4 times the cost per click as Argentina. We can go to Brazil, and that is about 17 cents per click. To show you guys a comparison of what a good music ad will do on Facebook and Instagram, the cost per clicks on these like Spanish speaking countries should be about 1 cent to 2 cents per click. And then per conversion, which is what you really want to be measuring, about 4 cents, 7 cents, maybe 10 cents, like somewhere in there. If the song is good, the ad is good, that's where you should be. So, like I said, the only country that is really even in comparison, if you know what you're doing with ads, is going to be Argentina on their back end. If you're running ads to United States, United Kingdom, and this is where the pro and the con comes in. You don't really know how to run ads on Facebook and Instagram, but you've just been spending money on there, and you think that getting 40 cents per click is good in the United States, United Kingdom. Um, that's not a good cost per lead. What a lot of people do whenever they see that their metrics aren't stacking up to what they should be, they'll oftentimes just go to our website, marmc.com, and they'll get the Instagram and Facebook ads management from us, where we run your ads for you and come up with the creative and the headlines and targeting and all that. And then they'll just take what we did inside their ad account and be able to use all that information going forward to lower their ad costs forever. That is a much better solution than to just continually spend money on showcase campaigns. And even if you're just going to do the showcase campaigns, it's still cheaper to do the playlisting. You just need to know where a legitimate network is. So what I will agree with them on is, just because somebody says organic and real does not mean it's organic and real. You do need to do more digging. We have tons of videos of that on our YouTube channel. You can check out those videos, but we'll just show you a quick method here. So if somebody's, for instance, like if I search best pop music on Spotify, obviously a playlist is going to show up at the top of those results. Now, this is obviously real traffic because this is people within Spotify searching for this title. So by saying that 100% of, like, let's say that this playlist right here, this one that shows up at the top, let's say that this playlist is in our network, our playlisting network, and it's only people, the only way they've grown is through this search engine, this SEO, Spotify SEO. Obviously, by saying that this is fake stream, this is Spotify and this distributor saying that the traffic that comes from Spotify is fake traffic, which is them saying their own traffic is fake, which is why it makes no sense for them to make that claim. It is absurd to make this claim. And the only reason we have to make this video is because people keep asking us, hey, I saw this new thing pop up on Distrokid and Tunecore or wherever they're uploading music. Like, how do I know this is real? Just do some research. That's how you know something is real. And, we do the research for a living. So that's why we're showing you guys best practices. Another tool you can use is Spot on Track. You can grab the URL of a playlist, pop it into the playlist tab, and then look at the followers graph of something. So if there's like a huge spike up or down, usually that means that there's some sort of weird things happening with that playlist. Occasionally there's an explanation behind it, but normally that's something you want to avoid, like submitting your song to that playlist. But if the graph just looks like it should, like this one does, obviously there's no huge spikes. It grew, we got October to January, it grew about 300 followers, 400 followers, somewhere in there. So yeah, everything looks good on that playlist. Clearly it's not fake plays going to this playlist. And if a company, like any company you're using, whether it's us or somebody else, if they can't explain to you their research method behind how they get the playlist in their network or how they run their ads or so on and so forth, then that is not a service you should use. What this should say, what their tick box here should say is, use discernment, use some wisdom when choosing a marketing agency. And another reason why this bothers me is because these companies, I'm not going to name which one, these companies pay us to send them traffic. And it's not just us joining their affiliate program. These companies have direct deals with us to send them traffic. So obviously they trust the traffic that we send them because they get paid from the traffic, because we run real traffic through our website, through the playlist, so on and so forth, because we know how to run ads and we know how to do SEO. We have no need to do the fake traffic to the clients. It wouldn't make any sense. It's bad for long-term business. And why it upsets me that they make this broad statement is because the few of us agencies out there that are doing good work, People have to come DM us and ask us, hey, I saw this tick box here. So that's why it's annoying, but all you have to do is use a little wisdom behind your research methods. Go with a good, trusted company such as ours, or we even have an article up on our website about some other companies that are good. And like I said, Spotify most likely, I can't say for sure, but most likely they said this about they told distributors to put this in their tick box because they're going to start finding them for fake streams, which again, like that is a problem. Fake streams are a problem. That's why you should go with a trusted company. But their solution to this, the showcase campaigns, just not really all that. Like if I was going to run a showcase campaign, I would just take that money instead and use it on Facebook and Instagram ads or playlisting. Like there's no huge benefit that this is getting you over either of those options. You can test it out, like by all means, test it out. We tested out even this is a Spanish campaign. It was a Spanish speaking song going to Spanish speaking countries, and results obviously it's called lower cost per click, going to be a bit better than going to United States or United Kingdom. But at any rate, if I were going to run this ad, I would just do it on Facebook and Instagram because the cost per click is way less. So when we ran this to Argentina for a Spanish speaking song, that's when it did become, in comparison with playlisting, like it was around the same results. Now this was to an album, not a single. If this were to a single, like I would not do showcase campaigns to singles at all. If you're going to run into an album, or maybe an EP, like a longer EP, but mostly an album, that's the only place it gets in comparison. The total streams gets in comparison to playlisting. And even then, it's not going to compare to the Facebook and Instagram ads. So no matter how you spin it, unless they come way down on their price or they open up more advertising on Spotify, which look, I'm in favor of. They should start doing even search ads on Spotify. But they kind of position themselves as a no ad platform, which Netflix did back in the day, and that's something that they're all reconsidering, which they should reconsider. But regardless, that's why it says that. Those are the reasons why it says that. And the real message is use some wisdom when researching companies. Use a trusted company, such as ourselves or a couple others, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine on Spotify, because Spotify's not going to say that their own traffic is fake if you get on a good playlist. So that's it, guys. You can go to marmc.com/promotion, click the link somewhere on this page or in this video, and it'll take you there. Additionally, we give out courses with much more in-depth information. Like this is pretty in-depth, but we even go even more in-depth. We give out free courses whenever anybody orders promotion from us. So you can head to marmc.com/promotion, and I'll catch you in the next video.